Yet another deadline that won't be met. This 1:130 scale model of the Elbe Philharmonic, Hamburg's new concert hall, was to be finished next month. But it looks as if visitors to Hamburg's miniature Wonderland exhibit will have to wait until the end of the year to see it. The builders ran into some unexpected problems.
It'll exceed the stated costs a bit, but we expected that and have enough cash reserves.
This story is a lot worse with the actual Elbe Philharmonic. It will cost more than 7 times as much as originally planned, 575 million euros instead of 77 million. And most of that will be footed by the taxpayer. Bernd Putter, spokesman for the construction company Hochtief, has to explain that to the public. This mega-project has been plagued by confusion about areas of responsibility, design flaws and alterations, and legal disputes which put construction on hold. Still, Putter is looking to the future.
And this is the distribution area. Visitors can come in round the clock. People enter the hotel here. And here's where they go their separate ways. Into the small hall here. And here they enter the big concert hall via the large staircase in the foyer, now curtained off due to the weather. You can't see anything.
And there's not much happening either. The construction site has been more or less abandoned for more than a year. The reason was a series of major disputes between the architects Herzog and de Meuron and Hochtief, which came to a head in October 2011. The main bone of contention was the hall's saddle roof, after Hochtief expressed doubts about its stability.
Soon we'll start retrofitting the steel roof construction, the hall's roof, so that it meets all the requirements. And then a lot of building services equipment, which weighs as much as several Airbus A380s, will go on the roof. The empty space in the background will later be filled with equipment.
But before that, they need to pore over the plans, because until now the architects and the construction firm did their planning separately. The work was then coordinated by the city of Hamburg's urban planners. Now, for the first time, those responsible for the Philharmonic Hall's construction are speaking directly with one another. Their first task is to synchronize their plans. Then the companies need to make decisions. In recent years, blueprints were constantly subject to change, which sent costs skyrocketing.
Originally, the ventilation ducts, which run between the auditorium's inner and outer walls, were to weigh 16 kilos per square meter. To reduce humming sounds, the acoustics expert came up with the idea of using heavier material. As a result, the ventilation ducts now weigh 64 kilos per square meter and can barely be lifted. This not only makes the building heavier overall, it's also harder to work with ducts like that.
Hamburg has pumped money into the project for the last time. Now the responsibility for costs and deadlines lies with Hochtief. For instance, the pricey special plaster alongside this 80-meter-long escalator has to be removed. The architects didn't want any expansion joints, and Hochtief obliged, against its better judgment. But then cracks started appearing everywhere, and a legal battle ensued.
I think we're getting back on the same page. The relationship between us was as cold as ice, but now we're coming together and the cooperation in the last few weeks has been great.
Hochtief claims it won't make any money on the Elbe Philharmonic and even predicts a small loss. But the company says it will complete the prestige project.
I think the people of Hamburg will and can be proud of their Philharmonie. On weekends, it's already a tourist magnet, and I believe the locals will quickly embrace it.
We'll have to wait until the spring of 2017 to see if he's right. That's when the city's new landmark should finally be finished.